What's going on, everybody? Chase with IW Hockey, joined today with Dan Rich, who's the product development manager for Sherwood Hockey here in cold Calgary with your three families of sticks. We've got the Code and Crip, we got the Legend Pro, and we have the new T120 as well, the True Touch series. So I really want to talk about a couple unique technologies that are unique to each family. But before I do, if someone's looking to get into Sherwood because you guys have so much momentum, so much hype right now, but you don't really know the difference between Legend and Code and True Touch, how would you maybe decide that or help someone kind of walk through that path to figure out which one best suits them and their game?
So we have, obviously, as you mentioned, three distinct families. You know, I've got the Encrypt Pro in my hands right now. This we've always kind of categorized as our playmaker stick, somebody who likes to distribute the puck. You can still be a shooter, but this is something that's done basically from, top of the blue paint and out, or from the perimeter. Great, first pass, breakout pass if you're a D-man, but that playmaker stick, and that's what Code has been for us since its inception way back in 2019. The Legend family, the Rekker family, has been that sniper's product for a long time. Low kick point, whereas Encrypt is that hybrid kick point. Low kick point, designed for that player who works from the blue paint down low, down deep into the corners as well. But that player, puck comes on and leaves quickly. So that's low kick point, a different shaft dimension. Our ETS shaft is unique to us, where we have that concave front and a convex back, and then a little bit more rounded top and bottom. So that creates a different hand feel, where our shaft, which is convex on both sides of the sidewall and a little bit rounder corner. So a little bit more square than what Legend, but if you go playmaker, you go sniper, and then the new T120 Pro, the True Touch series, has been around for a long time. T90 has been a staple of the Sherwood brand for many years, and a lot of retailers that work with us have been selling tons of T90. We wanted to actually take the T90 up a level, create something that perhaps was in closer to a pro spec, but still had the benefits of that square, that traditional shaft. So the T-shape, which has been around for a long time, we even have some pros, believe it or not, whether they're using the Code construction or Legend construction, are using a T shaft. So that's just because they're more accustomed to that more square shaft, if you will. That T shaft is something we wanted to work on. We wanted to put it at a pro spec weight, but we wanted to create the power taper hosel, that traditional square, really beefy mid-kick stick. And that's what the T120 Pro has created. A little bit more subdued graphics, not as poppy, if you will, in the glitch chrome that you see on the Encrypt Pro, or that real flash that you've got from the ETS shaft in the Legend. But three distinct families. You've got the durable workhorse in T120 Pro, you've got the sniper in the Legend Pro, and then now our new Encrypt Pro for that guy who likes to distribute the puck and be a playmaker all over the ice.
And if you're a little more accustomed to learning by watching, or a visual learner, you maybe want to watch the TV, maybe watch a couple different players that represent the Code line, the Legend line, the True Touch line. Could you maybe offer a couple players who are probably using that stick and then exemplify what that means to be that style of player?
I mean, we're so fortunate with the level of players that we have at the elite level using our products. Obviously, between Connor Bedard and Alex DeBrincat using Legend Pro, I would suggest that our snipers are doing exactly what they're meant to do, and they're using the appropriate product. And then if you look at what William Nylander's been able to achieve this season, and now Matthew Tkachuk being so successful again and 100% healthy, playing with the Code product, and you'll see them actually going forward with Encrypt Pro into next season.
Perfect. Well, let's talk about some of those unique technologies that make, the Encrypt unique compared to the other families here. I know you mentioned the shaft dimensions obviously are going to be different throughout, but we do have some really cool tech that is just unique to the Code line. So what are a couple of those?
Well, first and foremost, the energized velocity taper. So the taper, when the shaft changes dimensions from the traditional area you would grip down into what we call the engine of the stick. So the taper dictates actually, in many cases, where your kick point is or how your kick point performs. So our EVT taper really is what creates that hybrid kick point and gives the stick its engine, if you will. Very different than that rounder taper in the ETS shaft that you have from Legend. And it's noticeable actually even when you shoot, just in us fooling around here, you can feel the difference on how the puck comes off from a release perspective from a low kick to our hybrid kick. So, you know, we're super fortunate with Encrypt. We've done a different tactile element to it, a little bit different feel on the hand compared to Legend, which had the linear graphics or the topographical map of Sherwood, Quebec in the Legend product. And we've gone with a more traditional linear tactile element here. So you've still got Blackline 25 carbon fiber. You still have a tactile element to it, but again, you're using that hybrid kick point with our energized velocity taper. And Featherlight continues. The top end sticks for us with our best balance points is Featherlight XT. So you have that in both the Pro and in the 1. Featherlight X, slightly heavier product, that's in the 2 and the 3, and then just straight Featherlight at the entry level.
And I think you covered Legend already more than well enough, because we do have that ETS, that ergo taper shaft, and really giving you very unique dimensions that make it great for stick handling, but also for just getting that quick shot release too. Gotta love the classics. I do want you to touch on the PTH, because I want to make sure the True Touch gets a little love too.
Look, Power Taper hosel is, we recreated the T-Series shaft simply by defining the corners a little bit more, and actually the Power Taper hosel needed a little bit of a haircut, if you will. So we just upgraded what was happening in the T-Series to bring us a true Pro Spec stick. So as things have evolved over the years, we've had players that are in love with that shaft dimension. We just needed to get under the hood a little bit and refine the weight slightly, change the shape of the hosel a little bit, just to create what you expect from a pro stock stick.
Perfect, Dan. Well, I mean, like I've said before today, the momentum that Sherwood has right now is incredible. Really looking forward to an exciting 2024 and 2025 and beyond. So as I've said it before, thank you so much for having us out and running us through the exciting full line here.
Thanks so much for coming to Calgary.
Absolutely. And for you at home that want to check out the entire line from Sherwood Hockey, make sure you head over to icewarehouse.com.